session, I want to talk to you on how to create wealth through real estate. How to create wealth through real estate. I want to share three things, and then we'll sit down for the panel session. Number one, if you're going to create wealth through real estate, the first thing you need to do is to understand the power of real estate investments. Understand the power of real estate investment. A lot of people do not understand how powerful real estate is. When you understand how powerful real estate is, I will ask myself, why will you not be involved in real estate? So let me see if I can quickly give you maybe like 7 stuff about the real estate business that will help you to understand how powerful it is. Number one, real estate is a powerful vehicle of wealth creation. If you want to create wealth, one of the vehicles that will help you to be able to create wealth is real estate. Number two, real estate is not just a powerful vehicle of wealth creation, it is also a powerful vehicle of wealth retention. So it does not just help you to create the wealth, it also helps you to retain the wealth. As a matter of fact, over 98%, and note my word, over 98% of millionaires and billionaires on earth today have their wealth retained in real estate. That's what they use to retain their wealth. So wealth is both asset-based and cash flow. So number one is it's a very powerful vehicle of creating wealth. Many rich and wealthy people on earth became rich and wealthy by applying the principle of investing in real estate. So number one is powerful vehicle of wealth creation. Number two is a powerful vehicle of wealth retention. Number three, that you need to understand about real estate, because once you understand how powerful it is, then it helps you to begin to see how you can navigate your way to become a player in that field. So number three is that real estate, are you ready for this, is a very, very powerful vehicle that does not have incremental value. And I'm about to explain something to you. Now, right now, we have close to 8 billion people on the face of the earth. Now, when the entire world was created, the size of the earth since creation is the same size of the earth thousands of years later. So when this earth was created, there was less than 5 people on earth when the earth was created. As a matter of fact, just 2 people were there. Now the size of the earth when there were 2 people is the same size when there is 8 billion people. So the size of the earth is not going to increase. People will continue to increase. So the value of the earth must continue to increase. You know why? Over 70% of the earth is water. Over 70% of the earth is water. Over 70% of you is water. When you die and all the liquid exits you, all of a sudden you shrink to your 30%. That's the same thing with the earth. That's why you came from the earth. So over 70% of the earth is water, from the Indian Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Mediterranean Sea. So we have just 30% of the earth landmass that billions of people are struggling to go into. And every time they refill a land in one place, the tsunami will reclaim it back to bring it back to status quo. So real estate is so powerful because no matter what, it will continue to increase in value, because there is no more land that will be created than the one that has already existed before you came. Hello? Number 4, real estate is also so powerful because it is a vehicle of wealth creation that does not require you to do anything. It just continues to increase of its own. So when we talk of land banking, you buy the land, you don't need to do anything. Just buy the land, leave the land there, and before you know it, without you doing anything, the land just continues to appreciate of its own accord. Amazing. Number 5, real estate is so powerful because it gives you the opportunity to buy the future cheap. The future is cheap if you buy it today. And that's what I've said to people over the years. A city today was a village yesterday. A village today will be a city tomorrow. So in real estate, you don't wait to buy land. You buy land and wait. Why? Because it gives you opportunity to buy the future cheap. So when you look all around, oh, I wish I can buy something in Banana Island like Steven. I wish I can buy something in New York. I wish I can buy something in Ikeja or Bagada or South Africa or America. No, you may not be able to buy that now, but where can you buy today? So wherever you can buy today, buy, because that place you are looking at, that they are selling a plot of land for 300 million, there was a time when that 300 million naira land was 3,000 naira. Hello? I think GTEX did something last year about the Volkswagen, when people were buying the Volkswagen in the 70s, in the early 80s, Volkswagen, they were buying it for 5,000, 6,000. I remember in the 80s when my dad went to buy a Spojo 504 saloon in Pan in Katsina. I went with him. He bought the car for 6,700. I was a young boy sitting next to him in front, and we left the place tear up at 6,700. And my dad looked at me and said, "Only boy, to buy the joke on you want to." He looked at me and said, "Only boy, one day you two will be able to buy a brand new car like this." Little did he know that by the time I will become a man, is 6,700 cannot even buy the tire of my car. Hello. So the future is cheap when you buy now, and that's one thing that real estate does for you. Number 6, when you understand this power, you will know if you refuse to go in, it's because you have signed a covenant with poverty. Because I don't know what else you'll be doing. Are you ready for number 6? There is no sector on earth that can exist without real estate. Everybody needs us. Everybody. Name any industry. You want to go into transportation. Are you going to drive in the air? Are you not going to drive on the road? Real estate. Hello? Whether you want to go into an airline and you fly, you will still come and park it somewhere. What industry? You want to go into farming? You need us. You want to go into technology? Oh, technology. Where will you put your servers? Where are you going to install all your servers? You want to go into food business. Are you not going to have a place to sell the food? Are you not going to have an outlet? You want to go. So no matter the industry on earth, all of them still needs real estate. So why won't you go into real estate? Do you know that if you stand anywhere on earth today, many of you that think, oh, this place is bush, this one has not developed. No, there are no undeveloped land. There are only undeveloped minds. When you understand that there is nowhere that, because anywhere on earth, stand in the middle of Johannesburg, stand in the middle of New York, stand in the middle of Madrid, stand in the middle of London, anywhere on earth that you consider to be a city. Are you ready for this? If you drive between 30 minutes to 1 hour driving distance from any of these parts, anywhere in the world, those places will become part of the city in a maximum of 10 years. In a maximum of 10 years. No, I don't know how old many of you are, but many of you have forgotten that all these places you are calling island, they were Morocco. This place ended at Mobile. So when you are coming here, when you stop at Mobile, so all those Oriental hotels, they were all forests, all the Morocco forests. But today now, for you to get a plot of land there, you now say this. So please understand all this. And then another thing, which is number 7, then I wrap it up there, is listen to me. When it comes to real estate is your dominion. Whosoever owns the land determines the fate of the land. If you are born in Pakistan, you are most likely a Muslim. If you are born in Afghanistan, you are most likely a Muslim. If you are born in Saudi Arabia, you are most likely a Muslim. Why? Because whosoever owns the land determines the fate of the land. So when we are talking dominion, you need real estate to be able to enter into real dominion. And that's why faith is land. When you were created, the number 1 real estate on earth is God himself. He's the one that created the earth. So the best investment on earth is to invest in the earth. Why? Because you came from the earth. When he said, I'm going to give you a promised land, I will give you the land of the Hittites, land of the Evites, land of the Gittites. So it's all about land. So if you are here today and you are going to church and screaming and jumping without action, oh, the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof, a cattle on 1,000 hills belongs to our God. Touch 3 people and say, hey. After all the noise, do you have a plot of land? There are only 3 people we call Lord. Jesus is Lord, the judge is Lord, landlord is Lord. Your grandfather was a tenant, your father was a tenant, now you are a tenant. It's not generational curse, it's a generational choice. So number 1, understand the power of real estate investment. Number 2, choose where you want to play. Choose where you want to play. You can either be a big fish in a small river, or you can be a small fish in a big river. We can't offload that. That's another level. But choose where you want to play. You see, in this real estate stuff, there are 4 ways you can play. Number 1, you can play as a regulator. So you can be a lawyer, you can be government, you can go into the policy and regulatory aspect. That's one area. Number two, you can play as a developer. You play as a developer where you develop massive projects in whatever area. You can decide to say, okay, I'm going to go into shopping malls. I'm going into hotels. I'm going to go into houses. I'm going to go into shops and stores and strip malls. You can play as a developer. Number three, you can play as an investor. As an investor, you don't need to do anything. Just let your money do the work. So instead of you working hard for money, your money works hard for you. Why? Because you are what? You are a investor. Now, so as an investor, one of the things we have seen happen now, which is part of the things we started that many people have been able to expand, is the fact that we have opened up opportunities for different people at whatever level to become an investor in real estate. So no matter how much you have, you can be an investor by joining a credible company in crowdfunding. So when you bring your 1 million or your 500 or your 100,000 and she brings ours, we bring everything together, we are able to do more. So for instance, I wish you can afford to buy a bungalow for 20 million. Okay, you can't afford to buy a bungalow for 20 million because you have 5 million. Why not look for 3 other people that have 5 billion and 4 of you will own the property together? Hello? The first property I bought in the UK, 2003, 2 flat, Woolwich Arsenal. I didn't have documentation to be in the UK. I was just visiting, but I saw how that UK was very small, and many people, apart from the fact that the UK was small, I saw that the environment and the geography was also affecting the mind of many people. So you discover that everything is small. So there's this guy I keep talking to, and he said, "Oh, you don't understand." I said, "But you guys have so much opportunity." Say, "You don't understand. You don't understand. There is no money like that." And I said, "But you can just buy this property, and then you'll be paying for 25 years. We don't have that opportunity where I came from." He said, "Where will I see deposit?" I said, "Okay, so if you see deposit," cut a long story short, the deposit was 5,000 pounds. I gave him the 5,000 pounds. I said, "So I will bring the first deposit. We'll buy the property. You go ahead and be living there and be paying rent and be paying the mortgage. If I tell you what came out of that, you'll be shocked." So you can be what? An investor. And finally, you can be a realtor. Realtor, broker, agent, nomenclature. The most important thing is you are selling for other people and you are getting commission. And as you are getting commission, you are moving from one level to the other. So when you get enough money as a commission sales agent, you can now decide, okay, I think I now want to be an investor or I now want to be a developer. Once you understand, number one, the power of real estate. Number two, choose where you want to play. Number three, stay focused and stay consistent. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step that is taken. If wishes were horses, beggars will ride. But when you start the journey, you stay focused, you stay consistent, you will get there. It's only a matter of time. I hope with these few points of mine, I've been able to convince you and not confuse you that you can become wealthy through real estate. Thank you.
Set.